The devotional content of the following Monty Man's Meditorial is provided by Dale and Juanita Ryan and the National Association for Christian Recovery. Copyright 2017, all rights reserved. For a free download of any of our shows, visit us at take12radio.com and click on Follow Me on Podomatic.
Well, greetings, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving week to each and every one of you. And we are praying here at Take 12 Recovery Radio that you have a blessed holiday season. And in this holiday season, we want to make sure that we don't forget about our Creator, right? This meditorial is entitled Acknowledging God. Well, listen, there are days when we feel God's presence. We sense God's love. We see God's power. But we do not always feel or sense or see. There are times of silence, distance, and uncertainty. There are the difficult times of waiting for God to appear, right? In times like this, we may find ourselves both longing for God and perhaps fearing that God will come. Well, the longing comes because in our heart of hearts, we know that there is no recovery without God's gracious presence. If God does not appear, we're stuck, bound, hopelessly entangled in dysfunction. If God does appear, it will be like the sun rising. We will be able to see the way. It will be like gentle rains which nurture us so that we can grow and thrive. The fear comes because often we don't see God as one who comes as sun and rain to give life. We're afraid that when God does appear, it'll be to punish us, to demand restitution from us, to shame us. Well, because we have served vengeful and vindictive gods, we fear that it will be the God of impossible expectations who will finally show up. We do well to follow the urging of acknowledging God. We need daily to examine who we serve. When we acknowledge the God of impossible expectations, then we will surely be afraid. But if we acknowledge the God of the Scriptures, whose coming is to nurture and give life, then we will await God's coming like the dawn of a new day. I am anticipating God's arrival this Thanksgiving for all of you and all of us here at Take 12 Recovery Radio. The holiday seasons, particularly Thanksgiving and Christmas, can be very painful and very challenging for many of us in recovery. But remember, God does come to refresh. When we come back, a closing prayer and a closing recovery song for you to bask in the goodness of acknowledging God. Hey, listen, I get it. I get that there's controversy around the whole CBD thing in the recovery community. But remember, contempt prior to investigation. So let me help you out here for a minute. Founded by a father and son in addiction recovery, Exact Nature's all-natural CBD products are specially formulated to help you face the exceptional challenges of recovery, be it addictive cravings, depression, anxiety, or even improving your sleep. Listen, learn more at exactnature.com. And as a Take 12 Recovery Radio listener, use the code TAKE12 and you'll receive a 20% discount on your order. Oh, and by the way, there is no THC in Exact Nature products. So you might not get high, but you might just get to feeling better. That's Exact Nature at exactnature.com. Well, welcome back to this week's meditorial on this Thanksgiving week. This one is entitled Acknowledging God. Well, here's my prayer. I acknowledge you, Lord. You are not the God of impossible expectations. You're not the God who is eager to punish. I know what it's like when these other gods come. They bring shame, blame, and fear. I do not acknowledge them any longer, Lord. I acknowledge you. Come as the dawn of a new day, Lord. Bring light into my dark days. Come as gentle rain. Cleanse, renew, and nurture. Come, Lord, as the dawn. Come as the rains water the parched earth of my soul. I will be grateful, and I shall acknowledge you in all things, and I shall remain grateful in all things. Amen. Well, our closing song this week is by our friend Mike O'Brien. It's entitled In the Garden. And that is Mr. Mike O'Brien. Visit his website at reverbnation.com/Mike O'Brien. Hey, listen, check this out. It is your attitude, not your aptitude, that will determine your altitude. What are you grateful for this Thanksgiving? It's something to think about. And by the way, from all of us to all of you, happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This has been a broadcast of KHLT Recovery Broadcasting.